What's up, people? Hope you're all doing well. It's that time of night again. And just gonna cruise the monthly event quest today, but maybe talk about the video that I posted earlier. Oh no, is YouTube doing that thing again? I don't know why it does this, but it feels like there's a delay, maybe. I don't know, I can't tell. I'm gonna give it like 10 seconds before I say anything of meaning. As I get set up here, I'm also gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start it off by hitting the apothecary. Oh, there we go. Looks like it's live now. Anyway, what I was saying is, oh, Clarissa, what? Already coming in here with the no. What I was saying is, maybe we'll talk about the video I posted today. I don't know if you guys have anything that you'd like to share, but I'm here to listen. And, yeah, if you missed it, I basically said, hey, the best and worst addition to MCOC simultaneously is Battlegrounds. I don't necessarily, and like I said in the video, I love Battlegrounds. Game would be dead without it. It's amazing. It is fan-frickin-tastic. I just want a different form of progression too, that's all. Okay, Deadpool Dawn though, dude, is that 2 in a row? Oh, wait, that's 4 days in a row? Oh my god, where's my head? Stop. Deadpool Dawn, thank you so much. Can't believe that's up to 4 already. My goodness. By the way, you guys, this is your reminder to go ahead and hit the monthly... Sorry, the monthly. I've got the monthly event quest on my mind. But hit the daily out of the web store. Dude, before we know it, there is going to be a monthly crystal, though. We got the daily, we got the weekly. Okay, that's done. Also, what do you guys think about this? Wait, what is this, Brian? I didn't have any ads come up. Can you run one manually so I can give you bean money? Corey, if I could do it just for you, I would, but I would have to do it for everybody. And I refuse to hit that button. So, what do you guys think about this, though? Check this out. I'm on the official MCOC Twitter page here. Oh, wait, hold on a sec, though. We'll get to that in just a minute, because Eliza, thank you very much as well. Appreciate the 2. No message. Oh, man. So close to a double slap. The near miss. Yeah, but yeah, thank you very much for the 2 as well. Much appreciated. Okay, what I was gonna go to on Twitter. Great vid today. Thanks, Hodges. Did you guys happen to catch this? By the way, did I already say what's up to Lags? I saw Lags in the chat too. What up, Lags? Did you guys happen to see this? Little retweet action. What a downgrade. Repost. Post and repost. Rather than, anyway, it doesn't matter. Are you going to be at Comic-Con? We're teaming up with MCOC to bring Google Play Points members a high-flying experience and one-of-a-kind prizes. I have no idea what the hell that means. I'm not going to Comic-Con, but I just thought it's interesting. Hey, they're going to Comic-Con. Register at this URL for larger-than-life rewards. They're hyping it up pretty big here. Does that mean there's, like, things outside of the game that's going to be part of the rewards? I don't know. Let's see. This is kind of a similar thing, but we're joining forces with MCOC to bring supercharged rewards and epic gaming perks to Google Play Points members. I think it's just Google Play Points. I think it was just those tweets. Yeah, it was just those tweets. But I don't know. I just think it's interesting that they're going to Comic-Con. Maybe they announce a little something there. I'm not expecting a huge announcement, but maybe they're like, hey, check it out. We got a preview of a champion that's coming out later this year. I don't know. Who knows? But it'll be something to kind of keep an eye out for. Sir Doom Hoover the third. Thank you so much for the Australian bucks. And ABG finally hit Thronebreaker the other day. Nice. Any suggestion on what I should focus on next? Wait, hold on a sec. Why the hell is that there? Okay, alright, sorry. Had a glitch in my browser. Any suggestion on what I should focus on next? Want to take a bit of a break from story content? Ugh, well, my suggestion was going to be more story content. Should I go for variants, Karina's, Battlegrounds, other? Yeah. You know, I probably should have brought that up in today's video. I could have. I should have. But yeah, right now, that's how you progress, is story content. There's not, it's very linear. It used to be go off and do some of the back issues, the variants, you know. Karina's kind of get outdated kind of quick. I'm not saying you shouldn't do them, especially the latest ones. If you get caught up and do like the newest ones, to get some exclusive 7 stars. It's really cool. I still love those rewards. But yeah, if I'm giving you advice, it's story content. If you want something to do outside of story content, I would say more of the temporary stuff. I would say incursions, Battlegrounds, probably. I mean, yeah, like the side quest stuff is gonna be better than back issues and Karina's, realistically, for where you're at. So yeah, I'd be doing that stuff. I'm kind of assuming you're already doing the monthly event quest, but kind of these 4 blocks that are taller than the others. That's pretty much where it's at. If you're not doing story content, get involved with those areas. Not a big break, I should say. More of just a few weeks. Okay. Want to mix things up if I can, because I've done pretty much only story for a couple months. Yeah, that's fair. That's totally fair. But yeah, I would say take your pick in any one of these 4 blocks. I particularly like incursions. I was going to do incursions tonight, but I was like, I kind of want to make more progress in the event quest. Just to not let that get too far behind. And then maybe I'll do incursions tomorrow or something. I don't know. But yeah, back issues, no. Karina's, no. That's what I would recommend. Alright, let's keep going here. Yo, Static. Thank you very much for the 5. Saying last, also, we haven't needed to specific rank up champs since Act 6. Bring it back. Also, hi, Pixie. Yeah, kind of. I mean, I don't know. So, here's where it's. Well, hold on. Let me read your last one first, and then we'll talk. BG, my climb from Silver to Gladiator Circuit took me a few hours. Consisted of 10 fights, and the rest were people quitting out. Oh my god. Then I saw your video. Wow. 10 fights? Everyone else quit out? Good lord, dude. That's the way to play Battlegrounds. You guys are wasting your time. I mean, I wasted my time too. If you're playing Battlegrounds and actually having to fight people, what are you guys doing? Just rank up your roster like crazy. Wait till the final day of the season, and go up against everyone else who was like, oh yeah, I was just waiting for all the big accounts to get through, and now it's my turn. And then they see the big account, they're like, go next. Let's just go next. This is not going to be a win. Dude, Static, you're a genius. Okay, as for the ranking up specific champs, so the thing is, it's like to some, like, I kind of agree with what you're saying, but I think it's a little bit more nuanced than that. Not judging your comment, it's the most you can fit in a super chat, but I'm just saying, you know, we do need to rank up champs a bit for other content. It's just that we don't need to like use the valuable or the most valuable resources, right? So like I mentioned for like the Karate Mike's Avengers challenge, like you don't have to rank them up fully, you know. It's just gonna cost you a few extra revives. Big whoop. Or the times that we yeah, I don't know. It's just that, like, even if we did have to rank up a couple of champs here or there, it's just not even close to what's necessary for Battlegrounds, because we don't need to play flawlessly out in the wild. You know, it's made up by consumables. That bridge is gapped that way. In Battlegrounds, there's no gap in that bridge. It is pure roster strength, strategy, and skill. Which you could break down into different things like game knowledge or whatever else, but that's what it is, right? I think we need a different form of progression other than just purely roster, because there's no content that Kabam is gonna make that's gonna, you know, kind of make that feeling happen outside of Battlegrounds. I just don't see it happening. So I don't know. Unless Kabam like decides to make these challenges some different ways than they have in the past, either by making them like time trial style or with item limitations, things like that. I don't know. Like I said in the video, there's no easy solution to it. It's just, I feel like something does need to change though, you know. Stiatic, thank you very much for the 5 and your input, dude. Good video, BG. Thanks, Pablo. Battlegrounds dominates the game, and it's great, and said at the same time, totally. Wouldn't still be here without it, though. Totally. It is necessary and great, and it just needs to be complemented by something else. You know? It's, if let's say your favorite meal is, like, steak and potatoes or something like that, it's the steak. There's no potatoes. Some people don't even want the potatoes, but you know what I'm saying. It's it feels like an incomplete meal with just Battlegrounds. Probably the best way I could put it. I think the question of rank ups is a matter of perspective. I'm an average player at best. I rank up champs for story content, transparency. I have 100% story, SOS, or Necropolis. Are you saying haven't, Doug, or have? Rank champs makes the game less frustrating for me, IMO. Totally. Doug, that's totally fair to say, and I am ranking up some champs outside of Battlegrounds for the same reason. It's going to make it less frustrating for me as well. It's just that I know if I really want to progress in the best way, it's to just deal with a little bit more of the frustration, you know, for like the couple of hours that I'm in a piece of content versus the many matches that I'll be playing in Battlegrounds. Yeah, I'm gonna get through the content regardless. Is kind of where it's at. But I understand that that's not the same for everybody. Nor do people want it to be that way, and people are. Yeah, I was just kind of sharing my perspective and what some other people were feeling too, I guess. But, of course, my opinion's not going to represent everybody's. Not even close. What if they added a new ability when you ascend a champ? That'd be cool. That'd be cool, but it would still be the same thing. It would still be ascending the champs for Battlegrounds. When did he say incursions run? I mean, I kind of did before, but I'm not doing that today. Clarissa, I hope you're feeling better, by the way. How are you doing? How's the sickness? Is it letting up? All right, what's up with these champs? Let's get these guys out of here. Let's pull in my relatively standard set that I've been using somewhat recently. Let's go with this team. Dude, the Ack attack. Akbar, thank you very much. What is this? What is this note again? Doesn't matter. Okay. This is kind of crazy because even when the Thronebreaker difficulty of the event quest first came out, it was the first time we saw the nodes that were class-based. And it was like, oh man, yeah, I need to rank up some champs that are going to do well with these nodes. I haven't worried about the class-based nodes in the event quest in forever. When's the last time? I don't know. I mean, you could still play to them, and it makes it a little bit better. Maybe I should have brought my my duck or something like that, but whatever. Doesn't really matter too much. But yeah. Anyway, Akbar, dude, thank you very much for the raid. Welcome, Akbar Raiders. Brakovic, thank you for the bucks. Saying BG show, the BG show. That would be the worst rated show on television. Just in time though. Brakovic, welcome, dude. Thank you very much for the support. Also loving the idea for more emphasis on personal journey. I want to hear everyone's suggestions. Mine would be a champ history. That'd be cool. When and where you got them. First 7-star pull profile pic. Yeah, man. It'd be cool to see something to separate the accounts a bit more, make them feel a little bit more personal. Yeah, I'm all for it. I love stuff like that. This is, by the way, also a really bad example of not needing a to worry about like the right class type of champs or whatever. This is a slow fight. But after this, it won't be. But yeah, more personal journey. I'd be all for stuff like that for sure. Martin T with the 2 knees, and your vid from today hit home for me. Most aspects of the game started to feel more like a job or task rather than how it felt in the past. Used to love figuring out stuff with people that I'm actually still friends with to this day. Yeah, dude. Yeah, man. Very true. Part of that, it just kind of happens naturally with games as well, by the way. So I want people to kind of understand that it's not necessarily just about like giving Kabam crap about them not doing a good job or something. This happens in every game. The longer a game goes on, the more it's kind of figured out. People like to use the word solved a lot, right? Because gaming is problem solving at the end of the day. And once you kind of figure out, most of the game, then it becomes really difficult to keep the feelings fresh and interesting. Which is again why Battlegrounds crushed it so hard, because it brought that feeling of freshness. And it's gonna, like, Battlegrounds is gonna stay good. Not for everybody, but for a lot of people it will. So, alright, pop a special 3 here. If you use the classic suggest, the fights are so much faster. Yeah, this is, again, kind of a little bit of a bad example. Because the last fight and this fight, they're both a little slow. But at the end of the day, like, let's see the total fight duration on this. Still not going to be that bad. Let's see. It was 1 minute and 6 seconds. I'll move my face so you can see it real quick. 1 minute and 6 seconds. So we're talking about what? It's going to be 20 seconds faster or something like that. And I didn't really have that clean of a fight. So when I use CGR BG, I don't have a ranked up CGR. I use him sometimes. He's fun sometimes, but yeah, I like playing the champs that I like playing. Too Wired, thank you very much for the book. Let me see what you're saying in just a moment here. Yeah, let's make this fight go faster than the last as well. Watch this, you guys. We're not even going to wait for him to throw his special. Or I'm just going to rip a special 2 right here and knock him out. Okay, so that fight was 23 seconds. So is it really that much faster if I'm not playing like garbage to bring the right class types in? I mean, it helps. This is still good content depending on where your progression's at too, by the way. You know, if you're like freshly Thronebreaker, I think this content's fine. And I think you should play into ranking up champs based on class type to help get through this content easier and faster and all that. But you just hit a certain point and it's like, doesn't matter too much. Okay, too wired though. BG, would you be for item locked reward brackets for quests? So, yes and no. Hold on, someone's asking me to sing a song. Day-o. Day-o. Sorry, I'm done. Okay. I don't want the game to turn into you have to play perfectly in quests as well, and you can't use any items. I don't want to do that. I like the arcade style nature of this game where it's like, yeah, you know, if you die, so what? Put another quarter into the machine and keep going. Or just back out and try again. Like, there's no reset cost. So I don't want to change that. I think that's... I like that part of MCOC. However, if they did have some alternate challenge stuff that doesn't give power progression, but gives progression in another form... again, just thinking about like raw, like profile, cosmetic stuff, whatever. Yeah, that'd be cool. Be cool to see. Kabam did a little bit of that, by the way. I don't think it was the best iteration of it, but you know, I was pretty happy to see that they did that with it was Eternity of Pain, right? Actually, oh, I wish he didn't use that. Hold on, what was the cosmetic that you got from Eternity of Pain? Because it didn't have to do with item caps. Wasn't there? There was something there, right? Let me see, because I kind of forget. Was it just going through like both paths at once or something? Where do you even see? Is it in here or is it in the special objectives area? That's right, Grief Incarnate. This is the one. Ah, crap! I can't even look at it. But okay, so you go through it. So that I mean, I thought that was like I thought that was a cool thing, but I feel like it wasn't. It still has to be done right, even regardless of if something's like cool or a good idea or whatever. It still has to be done right, otherwise players aren't going to care about it as much. And I feel like I just missed the mark, just by a little bit. So, yeah, maybe in the future. Yo, Akbar hitting that banana button too, though. Akbar, thank you, man. And well, this is long overdue. Oh man, Akbar, dude, thank you so much. I appreciate the support, man. Well, thank you. Welcome. Please enjoy your banana, along with all these kick-ass custom emojis. Thanks, dude. Yo, is that crashed in here? ABG, just watched your Battlegrounds video. Pretty in step with how a lot of the game team is thinking about it. It's good. It's always good to hear. Not that you guys are thinking the way that I'm thinking always, but I'm just meaning it's good to hear that you guys are always hopefully one step ahead of how players are feeling and working on making cool stuff. Kind of like I said in the video too. I don't doubt for a minute that you guys like. Just like with Battlegrounds, it takes a while to develop this stuff. And, yeah, I fully believe you guys are working on cool things. It's just kind of fun to talk about this stuff sometimes. So, yeah. Alright. What do you guys think? Special 2 or Special 3 on this one? I think we just go Special 2. We got some good charges built up. I slay for fun. Thank you very much for the buck. Oh, wait, Clarissa. I wanted to see. I asked you before if you're feeling better at all. Ooh, I was way too slow on that. Ooh, also way too slow on that. Okay, looks like we're going Special 3 after all. Son of a... Let me see. Clarissa, where are you at? No more doing whatever you were just doing, BG. Clarissa. What was that? Coughing up stuff, so I guess better. Ugh. Well, I hope it gets a lot better than that real soon. Okay, I slay for fun. Thank you very much for the bucks. And I mainly care about Battlegrounds and find that ranking for Battlegrounds covers the rest of the game too. Totally. I do agree with that. The discourse of X new champ isn't CGR speed, so their garbage is unhealthy. Yeah. You know, that's always existed, by the way. Dude, this is why I like streaming. Because there's only so much I could fit in a video without making it hours on end long. Because that has always existed. Long before Battlegrounds was a thing. I mean, I'm using Hercules right now, right? And Hercules only exists because he replaced Corvus, who already went super fast, who replaced the previous speedy champions, and, you know, it's the nature of gamers in general. We're always looking for the next, newest, best, latest, greatest thing. Not even gamers, just people, right? I hate to say I'm gonna use Herc here too, actually. Just the nature of people. But, you know, it does amplify, or that sentiment does get amplified due to Battlegrounds. Alright, bud. Let me nail you with some heavies. Yo, holy Batman with the 5 gifteds, though. Was like, I don't know if there's enough bananas in here. Let's spread the banana love even more. Dang, dude. Thank you very much. Everybody, make sure you thank Holy Batman if you got yourself a fresh, new, free banana. Looks like it went to Justin Gray, Brack Brakovich, Kyle, Slay for Fun, Josh. Thank you, Holy Batman. Alright, bud. Keep chucking them L1s. I'm kind of playing this a little too slow, honestly. I should have brought the duck. But that's okay. I also should be pushing him to special twos, realistically, but that's also okay. Brian, you're so handsome. Tom, don't you do this, man. Don't you come in here with this. Oh, really? Don't you come in here with this whole ruse of calling me handsome only to tell some terrible jokes. I know you. I know what you like to do. Dude, when this guy came into the game, as crazy as Infinity Man was for players to kind of figure out, I gotta say, it's pretty cool. He was the bullseye of the time, I would say, except felt more fair. Felt more like players just didn't really understand, and there was actually a lot of counters. Whereas maybe some of the newer defenders, better understanding, fewer counters. I don't know. I did not. This is a terrible fight either way, though. All right. Anyway, Core, thank you for the 44 months. Saying 4 months. I'll have been a member for 4 years. Oh, Core, dude. Thank you so much for that continued long-term support. I've been a fan since the 4-star days. Hashtag BG Beast or BGeast. Is that BG East, like up on the East Coast, or is that Beast with a G thrown in there? I can't even tell, but I'll take it either way. Core, thank you, dude. All right, I'm gonna throw a special 3 in this guy's face and burst his balloon. You guys don't know, Modoc actually just got a balloon under his chair. BG, armor break, supply, heal block. Duck would have been perfect. Ah, dang it, really would have been. Martin T with another loony saying, I still have nothing but love for this game. I really do miss the days being an officer on the launch of map 6, 7, 8, AQ, and the old days of Alliance War. Still have spreadsheets of old AQ/AW when new. Dang. Yeah. Oh, God. Modoc's been in the game for so long, and I still don't know how to dex his special 2, apparently. So I always just bait this guy's special 1. Come on. Alright. It's time to burst this guy's balloon, though. If I can get to his special. Can I? No! Oh, dude, I thought that was gonna give me it. No! I'm actually dead. No! Dang. For me, it's not so much the next best thing, but the next champ with hidden / underused interaction with nodes and fights. Okay. Fair enough. Over a year and I just realized I had emojis. Who knew? Doug. Oh my god. People hearing this bald man's voice since he was trying to get a 5-star Starkey late at night. Want to throw the remote at him for not letting me sleep. I'm so sorry. Wait, did I say people instead of bin? I think I was reading 2 messages at once. Can never tell if MODOK is stunned or not. Yeah. Alright, we're out of here. On to the next. Let's keep it moving. Which one is this? This is science. Man. No, I think I'm just gonna go in with the team I got. What is the boss though? Oh, he's right there the whole time. Sauron. Oh, is this the one people told me about that I need a counter for? Let's see. When the attacker performs an intercept, they gain a precision passive, granting guaranteed crits for 7 seconds. Awesome. Shock immune. Okay. Shed skin. When the attacker gains a bar of power, a 10-second timer starts. If the timer expires, the defender gains a debuff immunity passive for 10 seconds. Okay. Whittle down. This defender takes 60% less damage when they have no debuffs applied to them. Oh, and then buffed up as well. Okay. Yeah, let me change some champs here. Hold on a sec. Hold on. What was that about? No, okay. Alright. Funny enough, I'm gonna bring the duck on the team. God, I wish I had him last match. Last quest, whatever. Mr. Ducky, I call upon thee. We're not gonna need Kingpin. And I guess if I'm actually swapping out some champs. Let's go with a little bit of that I-bomb action. And I'm so sorry to the tiger. Okay. Well, let's just go with this. Sure. I don't think I need Sunspot either, but... you know what? Let's cut him. Who else do I want to use for the boss? I can use Angie. I could use... Oh, you know what? It's gonna do it right there. Okay. Let's go. Start it off with the left. I'd love to see us have 2 rosters, one for Battlegrounds and one for everything else with different rank resources, so you don't have to choose to rank up for Battlegrounds versus questing. Okay, interesting. I don't know how I'd feel about that, because I kind of like having to pick and choose, but that's a little bit of the, what's it called? Almost like the mastery presets. Almost like a little bit of a roster they can flip between. Good evening, BG, and greetings from Arkansas. May I get a poll, please, for my next Cosmic rank 3 7-star dupe type? Duped DKG or Maestro? Sure. Let's do it. Is that Messiah in here too? What up, Messiah? And I say boo, boo. Okay, hold on. I'm getting my ass kicked a little too much. Let's just pop the special 2 here. Oh, disappointing amount of damage. Yeah, did you guys see Cat's drawing of Jubilee and Claire together? Incredible. Alright, let me see here, though. I say boo, boo, who do not bow to the hashtag bald king, hashtag godmod, hashtag the cap is real, hashtag still counting. I don't know how to feel about you today, bald genius. What? Feel good. Okay, where was those poll options that I was going to do? Here we go, here we go. Who to rank 3? The options are Hyperion, duped. Duped. Death Tree. Duped or Maestro. Not duped, of course. Alright, polls live. Let's roll. I missed the old apartment and the headset. Oh, man. I don't miss the headset. I do not miss it. Well, no, I don't miss it. There was something easy about the headset, but I don't like having things in my head, man. You know, for a while I've been kind of trying to see if I could, you know, get a hat that I like. But I'm not really a hat person. I think for me, I just, why would I cover up the bald cap with anything, you know? And that includes a headset. So, I mean, it's too late now. I'm gonna say I should really just be stun locking these fights though with a special one. They're gonna go fast enough as it is. Forget the special one. Okay, I'm ending the poll. Hyperion absolutely crushed it. 70% Hyperion, 15% to the other fellas. Yeah, I big time agree that that's what I would want to do, is go with Hyperion. Not really a surprise to anyone in here, I'm sure. Yo, Messiah sent it over $1. Wait, Messiah, did I already read? Was it that one? It was that one. Well, dude, Messiah, thank you very much for the $1. Appreciate it, man. I was reading that before I even saw the super chat. Thanks, dude. But again, you should feel good. There's nothing to think about. I haven't harmed you or anyone else in any kind of way. Come on, friend. Actually, let's push the special too. What am I doing? Also, am I gonna get too much power if I do? Yeah, I will actually. Can't do that. Oh my god. The amount of damage out of this Hulk, it is spectacular. Oh! I don't even know what happened. I wasn't able to throw the special. Did I get stunned somehow, some way? I still don't entirely know how iDoom works. Whatever. Okay. Let me see here, though. Cord, thank you for the 2, said. Hashtag BGeast for that beast mashup I did years ago. Okay. Oh, man, fair enough. The BGeast. Mashup of me and Beast. Core, dude, thank you very much for the 2. Anthony Del Rio, thank you for the 2. Said rank 3, 660 Gladiator, Unduped Hulk, Wolf, Titania. Is that a poll? Let's do a poll. Who to rank 3? We got Gladiator, 660. Hulk, 60. Wolf. Actually, never mind. They're all 60 except for Gladiator, so I'm not going to keep spelling it out. Only one of these champs is duped. What would you guys do? I mean, that last fight was kind of an example of what I'm talking about here, where yeah, I've just been using the same champ this whole time, and I'm most of the way through the quest. I barely even understand the champ I was fighting. I'm gonna get through just fine. And I know this is Thronebreaker difficulty, and Thronebreaker, this came out a while ago, so it you know, it shouldn't be difficult or anything, but it is a nice example of like, well, I don't need to rank up anyone here. I guess a better example was when someone brought up what should they be doing outside of story content and mentioned, you know, back issues. Should they do back issues? Back issues, that was something to rank up for at a time. That used to be challenging. And it was, you know, quite unique and all that. And that stuff kind of dried up too. It's interesting. The way this game has evolved over the years, it's quite interesting. Okay, this poll looks like it's going the way of Hulk. I'm gonna go ahead and stop it here. Hulk, 46% of the vote. Wolf, 23%. Gladiator, 20%. Titanium, 9%. I mean, I'm a little bit biased. I've been using Hulk this whole time. I'll say what I usually say about him. With Hulk, if you go, I'm gonna do the stun lock strat here. I'm sure it'll be plenty enough because this is also content made for Hulk. But with Hulk, because you want to make sure that you can finish fights before you run out of juice, before the stun lock is over, it is really nice having the additional rank with Hulk. I think he's already going to be like one of my first, you know, like rank 4s. Just because of that, I just kind of want to keep him a little bit ahead of the curve, you know. We'll see what actually happens once rank 4s are a thing, but yeah, it is really nice to have that capability. So yeah, I mean, I gotta go Hulk as well. That would be my vote, just for that reason alone. The order for me would probably be Gladiator at the bottom of the list. Other than that, that's the order that I would pretty much go in. Gladiator's cool. He's really strong, actually. I just personally don't care for him that much. But, I mean, with a 660 Gladiator, hey, the game's telling you something. Maybe look into Gladiator more if you haven't already. Maybe you're already playing a bunch, I don't know. But if you haven't really given him too much time, you know, he got buffed, and people are doing some pretty nutty things with Gladiator, so you just got to make sure he's your playstyle is all. And then, yeah, he's quite good. I'm drunk, BG. Too far gone. Hopefully not too far gone, I guess. Hopefully you're just having a good night. Have a good rest of your night, BG. Kyle, you too. What if they added titles at milestones that you hit by having X amount of certain champs ranked up to a certain level, or types of champs like Avengers? Maybe. So, of the customization that's available to us right now, it's basically titles and your profile picture. I find them to be kind of weak. Like when you think of someone's profile in MCOC, I don't know what you guys think of, but I think of this right here. These 4 champions. I don't really think like, oh, what title is this person using? Profile pictures, I mean, that's, of course, that's more visual. So it's not bad. I'm not saying it's a bad thing that these exist. I'm just saying, you know, more to do on maybe this side when you actually look someone up. The profile picture and title, that should really just be the tip of the iceberg. It's I mean, kind of like a thumbnail for your actual profile, right? That's all it really is. And much like a YouTube video, if a video's got like an awesome thumbnail, but there's no actual substance to it, so what? Okay. It's time to whip out my duck and go to town on this dinosaur man. I think he's good for it, right? Let's do it. Problem with Battlegrounds IMO is deck sizes are too large. You think so? It definitely does impact things, you're right. I also do think it kind of needs to be that large. 30 feels like the right number to me, at least. But yeah, I understand what you're saying. In a quest, you need 5 at most. Most quests, you need fewer than 5. Even things like Necropolis. Oh, I wasn't paying attention to his prowess. Whoops. Even things like Necropolis, you know. Did we really need 5 champs for that place? Aegon and a prayer. It's good enough. Aw, jeez. Well, I just messed up that one. Whoops. See if we can get an intercept real quick. Nice, we got it. Get those guaranteed crits. Let's get a little striker action. Cool. Cool. Whoa! Whoa. We got a comment from Crashed here saying the August content will be a lot more than 5. Ooh. Okay. I like the sound of that. Also, I didn't mean to leave that other quest. That was a mistake. Oops. Honestly, my only problem with Battlegrounds is it feels like in order to get any higher than Gamma, you need to spend a bunch of money to keep your deck at a high enough level. It is the most, it is the mode where you can gain the biggest advantage through not just spending, but also just playing. So yeah. It's very true. Just got here 5 what? 5 slices of cheese, Ubersoul. We're talking about how much cheese do you want on your burger? And, yeah, Crash is like, dude, if I get a burger in the month of August, I'm gonna need more than 5 slices. I said this in the last live stream. It will probably be the most roster-demanding solo content ever. Dang. I like the sound of that. Here's what I need. I need a supercut of just Crashed on the live streams. Everyone does a great job on the live streams. I really mean that. We've got, I mean, Dave is going to be, you know, kind of taking over for, you know, Jax and everything. Jax did a great job. I already know Dave. I already worked with Dave. I know he's going to be great too. But there's just something about the info that that Crash gives out. That, yeah, I need the supercut. Just for lack of time to watch it all. Because the rest of it, I mean, the rest of it talks about stuff that's important to... I mean, you got to cater to everybody, right? So you got to talk about the lore stuff. You got to talk about new champs coming to the game. All that stuff is great. I'm more interested in, like, okay, what's the next big challenge? We got a new system coming to the game. I want to know about that. Ziplocks, thank you very much for the 5, saying just finished incursion run. Poll on who to rank 5, Bullseye, Black Hat, Spot, or Hitmonkey /Chi. You choose. Oh, I hate having to choose for the poll. I will make an exception here, but please, in the future, goes for everybody. Hold on. Should I try to stun lock even though she's got her immortality? Let's give it a whirl. Screw it. But yeah, like I was saying, please in the future, make sure to narrow it down to 4. It just makes things easier for me. But I'll make an exception in this case. We'll narrow it down. See the options: bullseye, black hat, spot, or hit monkey / she. Also, the stun lock is already over. Oh no. Oh no. I made a bit of a calculation error here, you guys. Don't throw it, don't throw it, don't throw it. Oh, you're so stupid, Hella. Oh, you're such a dum-dum. Alright, let me see. Who to rank 5? So the options: bullseye, black cat. I'm assuming that any of these can be awakened since we're talking 6 stars. Hit monkey or chi. I'm gonna go chi for the poll. Let's do it. Okay. Yo, BG, Ziski. Beach day today. Pack some sandwiches. Dude, I think I already know where this is going. I think I already have an answer, but I'm going to read the rest of it to see. Pack some sandwiches, chips, fruit, any beach memories to share. I imagine you had to wear a hat to protect the dome. Okay, I didn't always wear bald caps. Fave food to eat at the beach. Yes, I figured this was going to be the question. Also, I do have some I have a lot of beach memories. Yeah, I grew up, you know, an hour from 4 different beaches in New Jersey. So yeah, I got a lot of beach memories, including losing my glasses once. That really sucked, you guys. That was one of the last times. And the water was a little cold. I just realized I spelled bullseye wrong in that poll, by the way. Wow. Bullseye. Anyway, one of the last times going to the beach in New Jersey, I should say. One of the last times doing that, it was, I want to say it was like in the fall, so it was already like kind of cold. So Laura and I, we were just, you know, we were just like sitting on the beach, just a nice relaxing day. But dude, I am a kid at heart, and I'm like, I gotta go in the water. You can't take me to the beach and expect me to not, you know, go in the water. Even if it's cold, I don't care, man. I'm going in. And, well, you know, I was having a real fun time for, I don't know, 5 minutes. And, then a big wave came, and I wasn't really expecting it to be as large as it was. And yeah, it wiped me out, knocked my glasses off, and dude, there's no getting those things back. I tried to look around for a little bit on the surface of the water, under the water, but I'm visually impaired without my glasses. How the hell am I supposed to find it? And it's not like some beaches, depending where you're at, where it's like crystal clear water. No, man. This is like the color of my shirt is the color of the water, you know? So those were gone forever, and that ruined the day. That was a bit unfortunate. Anyway, back to... All right, well, let me end this poll, and then I'll say food. All right, so Bullseye crushed it, though. Bullseye crushed it, sorry. Bullseye is the way to go. And looking at that, yeah, I agree. There's no one else. Everyone else got 11%, which is crazy. 66% Bullseye, and then 11% for the others. That might as well be 96% as far as I'm concerned. Bullseye is just pretty nutty. So, yeah. Okay, favorite food at the beach, though. I always liked a good bagel sandwich. And there was something about just a bagel sandwich being in a cooler with some other drinks. This is going back to when I'm like actually a kid. And, you know, 10, 11, 12, 13, whatever, like that age range. And yeah, man, hard day of playing at the beach digging holes to try to bury people and you know, going swimming and stuff like that. There's nothing better than pulling out a sandwich that has a bagel for the bread. And yeah, the sandwich itself, the inside bits, it was nothing fancy. It was just like salami and mustard or something, you know. But yeah, good old bagel sandwich. That was it. Today, what would be my like favorite beach food though? I don't know. Probably different. Someone in the chat said watermelon. Maybe it's watermelon even. I don't know. I'm usually not spending so much time at the beach that I bring like, you know, a meal like that. It's more of like, okay, let's go have some fun at the beach and then go get some food elsewhere. So, okay, Alan, thank you very much for the book. Let me see here. Alan, where are you at? Hey, Baldy, I need a poll between Death Tree, Deathless King Tree, Fire Tree, and Frank. Excuse me? Alan, what is this? Are you mocking the poll system? With your various forests that you want to add into this poll? Is this a real thing you want me to do? It's okay, 4 rank 3. You know what? I mean, you sent over 2 super. Okay. Alright, fine. Let's make this poll, huh? Let's do it. Ooh, to rank 3. We have Death Tree, Deathless King Tree, Fire Tree, or Frank. I don't... Frank who? I don't know. Just Frank. Let's see. Asahel, thank you very much for the 5 as well. Saying, enjoyed the vid, BG. Ah, thank you. This is more to do with monthly event quest. But how do you feel about choosing a 6/7 star version of one of the monthly champs to use in event quest? Hold on, let me read this again. It's more to do with the monthly event quest, but how do you feel about choosing a 6/7 star version of one of the monthly champs to use in EQ? You mean just like renting the champion, sort of? Like if you know, you got 5 champion slots and one of them is designated to take your pick of the newest one, or maybe it's like already assigned for that quest, and then the other 4 champs you fill in. Is that what you're talking about? Oh, guys, by the way, I'm ending this poll because there's a forest fire going on right now. Frank crushed it. I don't know who Frank is, but it's over. Frank got 76% of the vote. I don't know how I feel about that. I guess I wouldn't hate the idea. I don't know if it makes a ton of sense. I never read the story, but I assume a lot of the times we're like fighting against these guys. So I don't know if it makes a ton of sense for them to join the team outside of like, you know, things that we do to like open them out of a crystal. Of course, sometimes I'm sure we're on the same team, heroes and all that, right? But so I don't know if it makes sense to do it that way. But in terms of actually playing, it's probably... Oh, I should have seen that coming. It's probably a good way to kind of dip your toes into the water for learning the new champs. Even if you don't necessarily know how they work, you just take a few swings. If they die, so what? You got a team to back them up. But then again, some people, you really want the full team depending on, you know, your progression. So are we then talking about bringing in a 6th champion slot? Or I don't know. Yeah, as a trial for one of the monthly champs for EQ only. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. It'd be interesting to see. But not something that I would particularly be requesting myself. But it'd be kind of neat. Yo, what up, Deej? Isn't Frank the name of Rich the Man's Turtle? I think so. Yeah, I think you're right. Oh, I accidentally went in here with Hercules because I wasn't paying attention. I'm going to go ahead and just pause and quit out as soon as I get into the match. Which, by the way, if you guys missed it, Kabam, they're kind of testing a hot fix for the long loading issues. So I don't know when that's going out, but happy to hear that they're working on a fix. Tweet, sir. Name doesn't matter. We got all the time in the world to pull up Twitter right now. Let's see. What the hell? Deej, what is this too? It's pronounced Wooter. I love your accent. Say it again. Wooter. Okay, you know what? Ah, jeez. I forgot to mash at the start of the fight. Now I'm missing some armor ups. Thanks a lot, Deej. Okay, he's got 6 prowess. Alright, so now he's going to be unblockable. Okay. You know, I ran into that. I was going for the intercept for the guaranteed crits. You got me, Sauron. You got me. Let's get a little backdraft here. And finish that with the L2. Cool. Okay, name doesn't matter. Let me see. Here we go. Hello, B Jesus. Oh, goodness. I need your help and the help from chat. I've stumbled into... I thought this was going to say Act 4 for a second. Stumbled into 4 Mystic 6-star Awakening gems. Of these 13, who needs one and who doesn't? I know I can go to MA, but I'm a turd and want to hear your opinion. Well, name doesn't matter. Guess who's also a turd? I was sorry. I meant to be pointing at you. No. Well, listen, here's the thing. Eventually, you hit a point where you have more Awakening gems than you need. That's just the reality of it. If you want to rank up a champ, like if you're interested in it, I wouldn't really think about it the way you're thinking about it, is what I'm trying to get at. If you need a champ to do some content, cool. Rank them up, awaken them, awesome. Rather than just being like, who wants it? You know, who needs this gem? Because if a champ needs the gem, but you don't need that champion, well, then that was pointless. You know? I don't know who all needs it. Jugs doesn't really need it, but it's nice to have. Diablo, I think, needs it pretty big time. A lot of them are kind of nice to have. I like having it on Sorcerer Supreme, but again, not needed. I like having it on Maul, but not needed. Kindred, I would say, needs it. I don't know exactly these two. Their awakened abilities. Can't remember off the top of my head. All these champs are dead. Just kidding. I don't know if Hood needs it, but lots of people seem to like Hood. Either way, yeah, I still recommend thinking about it in a different way than you're thinking about it. Alan, did you send over another buck? We decided to call Death Tree Frank. Oh, I don't remember that. Was that me and you that decided it, or was that other people? Because if I was involved, I don't remember that. EJ, what if they expanded the roster size in Battlegrounds to 40 champs in the deck? How do you think this impacts the mode? Also, if the roster is increased, do you think more bans are appropriate? I just think 30 is the right number. I think if you have 40 in a deck, then you can't rely on certain champs that you put in there as much. And things become more RNG based. Things become more spend heavy than they already are. No, I think 30 is the right number. Increasing the roster sizes by 25%, nah. I think 3 is also the right number of bans as well. I wouldn't mind Kabam experimenting with some kind of seasonal ban, or potentially giving players a 4th ban or something, just to see what happens. But 3 is probably the right number there as well. You were involved? Well, whoops. Okay, let's get back to work here, huh? Let's do it. Okay. Who needs to be at least Sig 140? Really? Okay. I think there's also a monetary incentive for Kabam to have players focus on Battlegrounds. I doubt they'll discourage Battleground rank ups unless there's different spend-worthy content. Yes. But well, okay. Partially yes. For sure, there's monetary incentive to have players rank up for Battlegrounds. But I think there's monetary incentive for players to rank up champions for any mode. So, I never wanted to see rank ups discouraged for Battlegrounds. You should always feel like if that's your goal is Battlegrounds, you should always feel good about ranking champs there. Unless you think a champ's going to be good and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, they're not as good as I thought. Oh, I kind of regret the decision or something like that. That'd be on you, you know, as long as it's not on the game. It's just more of wanting options. Wanting the, you know, to decide, hey, I want to use these next catalysts to improve my win rates in Battlegrounds. Or just, I mean, until you rank up again or something like that, at least. Push new heights and all that. Or instead of doing that, you know what? Actually, I want to rank up for another reason. That's kind of what I think it's about or should be about. Okay, this special 3 is going to be lethal. I'm so sorry, Cassie. Hello, BG. Hope you're having a good time. 3 new posts on X if possible. 3. Wait, mommy. Unbelievable. Yeah, unbelievable. Let me see. I'm terrifying looking. I can't tell if I'm Venom or if I am... If my body was already eaten by Venom and now I'm just like not even alive. I'm just I don't know, a vessel for me. I mean, I guess that's how Venom works to begin with, but dang, dude. That is some creepy stuff right there. I'm gonna have nightmares thinking about that. Okay, let's see. Number 2 is... Oh. Am I your next rank 5? No. But you could be my next 7-star rank 2 or 3 if I get him as a 7-star. Dude, look at this guy. I like the idea that I'm all like in shape and I want people to notice me enough that I've got like these bright colors, these big bright bold gold and red colors and everything, you know? And yet my face is just like, I've got to do my taxes or something. I don't even know, dude. There's just no expression there whatsoever. Man. Okay. Holy hell. This is probably the hardest one I've done so far. Oh my god. Speechless on this one. Oh my god, dude. White Mummy. Just when you think these can't get any better. What the hell is this? It's amazing. This is incredible. Oh man, I really might have to make that the new profile picture. I'm not sure. But oh my god. So good. Okay, let's keep it going. Beautiful work. Ah, White Mommy. Your work should be in a museum somewhere. But the meta changes. CGR might have been the most use this meta, and the next meta armor breaks don't work. Blacklisting him would be useless. Yeah, I think I might be missing part of that, but totally. I agree. So, even though I think it'd be cool to see Kabam experiment a little bit in Battlegrounds, two things. One, like I already said in the video, Battlegrounds are good enough as is. It's the other areas of the game that I feel like, you know, could use the love more. But also, too, I kind of like when games, they don't overstep. They, you know, like they set up the initial rules, but they don't do more than that. And they kind of give players the tools to decide and kind of shape the matches. So if Kabam did start doing like global ban type stuff, I think, I mean, my gut tells me that would be them kind of overstepping. But I don't know for sure. I think in Alliance War it's different. I don't think they're overstepping there because you don't need as many champions there. I mean, sure, spread out across all 10 members of your battle group, but like if one of your champs get, okay, you should have others to back it up, you know? And if you don't have someone else that can, you know, take that spot, well, one of your alliance mates can. So it still kind of gives players that control. That would be my concern if Kabam started doing like some global... Why would you throw that? Oh, Unstoppable Colossus, dude. It's hard blocking over here, man. Get at me. You gotta think they're working on the next level for event quests? Perhaps. Perhaps. You know, that's a night terror right there, the Warlock. Oh, man. BG, is the bald cap business really real? Anita, yeah, of course. Hold on. You've probably been hanging out with Abby Doe a little bit much, huh? All you gotta do is check the description of this stream, or any of my videos. You'll see a link that takes you to the bald cap website. And then you can just pick out whatever bald cap you like. And if you're not into bald caps, which would be crazy because everyone should be, well, you could pick one out for a loved one. Make a great gift. We've got they kind of work for all seasons and occasions. You know, I know a lot of people are like graduating this time of year, or maybe they just graduated. It's a great present for that. Okay, shouldn't have pushed him to special 3. Whoops. Except that didn't really do a whole lot of damage, so whatever. I might just order 50 bald caps. They are pretty cheap. I agree with you that they are affordable. Keyword is affordable, not cheap, because they're pretty high quality. Competitively priced, though. That's the last thing I want. I don't want another same map with higher health pools, even more boring than now. For another, like the next level up of the event quest Sanskrit, is that what you're saying? Yeah, I agree. I think most people don't really want that either, and I think that's why Kabam just did what they did for the Paragon difficulty. And they just said, okay, we're not going to make you run through it again. I just want to heavy attack you right now, Wolf, man. Can I do that? Would you let me? Thank you. Let's just stun lock this guy. I don't feel like dealing with the shenanigans of a wolf. Damn it, now I want to watch Teen Wolf. Michael J. Fox. Watch that guy dunk. In wolf form. Been growing my hair for 12 years, but I'm thinking about grabbing a bald cap. It's not a bad idea. Thought Abdo endorses the bald cap business? Yeah, he did until he tried to extort me for a higher cut. And then all of a sudden, oh, it's not even real because he's not getting paid enough. Sell harder, man. You just gotta, it's a commission-based thing. You just have to sell a little bit harder, that's all. Step up to the plate, Abido. Wanna fancy a friendly? Coop? Nah. Not into the friendlies too much. Every once in a while with lags whenever he throws down the gauntlet, but that's pretty much it. I can't see event quest for Valiant difficulty being anything else without causing some sort of stir for Paragon and below. Good. It should stir something for Paragon and below. It's kind of the way I feel about it. I don't know. I know what you mean. And I agree with you. Like, there would be people that wouldn't love that because, of course, you know, they just hit the progression level and stuff like that. But as long as there's avenues available to get these higher progressions, I think it's okay. And I don't just say that because I have the highest title. I don't really want the highest title. You know, like the game is so much more fun when you have something to shoot for, something that's just out of reach above where you're at right now. And I can't say that that statement is 100% true for absolutely everybody. But I mean, just look at games in general. Look at every single game out there. You know how many games where it's like, you know, you feel like you have to do 100 million things. And then when you finally do all that, maybe you're playing like Smash Bros. And you collect every character. Or, I don't know, you're playing some other game and you get whatever weapon or items you want to get. And then you're like, now I could finally play the game. But then the game's over. Like, that was the game. That was the whole game. Was doing what needed to be done to progress. So, again, while I can't say it's absolutely the same for everybody, and MCOC is in a little bit of a unique situation where if you don't have the highest progression title, because of the way that the offers work in this game, and not feeling like you're getting the same value for the same amount of money as someone else, things are a little different here. I recognize that. But at the end of the day, it's fun when things are out of reach. And then you can kind of figure out how to get them in reach. Even if you can't do it right away. I'm a bald man, and I'm a little nervous about asking my doctor whether a bald cap is right for me. What do you recommend, sir? Oh, grand. If you're already bald, then hey, you look good as is. You don't have to do anything else. But it's kind of like saying, I already have a suit. That does, so I don't need to buy any other clothes. You know, because I already look good in the suit. And while true, you could wear that suit every day if you want. Why not change things up? Why not get a new look for summer? Why not wear something that gives you a little bit of protection from the sun too? I need to heavy attack this guy. I just want to stun lock him. Ooh, okay. There we go. So I hope that helps your decision, Gran. Alan, thank you very much for the book. Alan, is this Tweeter? Because I see no message from you. But I also see no Tweeter from you. Let me refresh just in case. Nope. Alan, YouTube definitely ate your message, because your last message I see is that you were involved, which I already read about Frank. So, yeah. Type it again or something, or maybe change it up a little bit because YouTube's being a butthead again. The Zone 25 incursion kind of ruined the Legend title IMO. You think so? I think the Legend title system, by the way, It's great. Because that was a different form of progression. I kind of forgot about that when talking about what's in our profile already. The Legends badge, that was the first thing. Before we had changeable titles or changeable profile pictures, it was, do you have a Legends badge or not? Dude, that was a fantastic start to the whole thing, actually, because that was something that was like a true achievement in game. I don't think the incursions ruined it. I think, like everything in this game, things need to evolve. And we sort of saw a successor to the Legends title with the whole Mythic badge thing. But it was so short-lived. The Legend system died soon after. And then it came back. The whole Mythic title thing came back for Necropolis, right? Which is great. But it just feels like... I don't know. It feels like that well wasn't really tapped, you know? Like there could be more done. Because yeah, it was great. And I don't know. Dude, Kabam, I think Kabam's really smart when it comes to money. Clearly, they're making boatloads, right? So I think it'd be dumb to say they're not smart when it comes to money. And I would love to know if they have data or even just things that like what their thoughts are about how much revenue is generated purely from people trying to chase down the Legends title. Because from my perspective, I would say that number is... Okay, it's not going to touch crystal sales, but it feels like that number would be, reasonably high. Just because of what goes into it. People trying to get the right champion to get it done, so it does involve crystal sales. The energy refills, you didn't have to spend a ton, but, something. The boosts, that used to be much more difficult or expensive to come by, but those eventually became a lot easier to get as well. And really just giving people that reason to keep going, to keep progressing, to chase something down. As like an indirect form of revenue. I think it's really hard to measure stuff like that. My game is super laggy. I'm going to do a quick restart. I think it's really hard to measure stuff like that. And I'm sure Kabam, they've got some kind of formula to maybe estimate it or something. I don't know. But yeah, dude, I don't know. Just keeping players engaged in the game. Because if it let's say your goal is to hit the Legends title, right? Like that is one of your primary goals. What that does, at least for me, is it made me want to do the back issues, because, well, at one point in time, this was, oh god, I can't look at the rewards. Anyway, that was like one of the best way to get certain catalysts. It made me grind arena because I knew that, hey, dude, if I'm competing to be one of the fastest, I need to be picking up the offers. It's not even a choice. I have to be picking up. I have to be dumping those units into 4th of July and Cyber Monday. It's the only way that I'm going to get the Sig Stones to, fuel my fastest champions to compete with everyone else. Had to be on those unit grinds. It made me want to play Alliance Wars, Alliance Quest. Is everything, Most of the areas of the game... Man, I don't know the right analogy for this. In 5 minutes, I'm going to come up with the perfect one. But right now, I have to use a pretty scuffed one and say that they're just like the fuel for the engine, That's what all these areas are. And, you know, the vehicle that I wanted to drive was just racing and competing in the Legends races. I'm sure, I'm positive that there's a better way to put that, but that's, yeah, I don't know. It just takes some goals like that suddenly make everything else worth it. But it's tough to measure stuff like that, and I'm sure they're well aware of it. Hold on, Alan, did we ever get your message through? Dude, no. YouTube is still... Oh, wait, here we go. It's on Twitter now. Okay, okay. Let's see. This was your message? Okay. YouTube just thought that this was spam. Hashtag baldcapgate, hashtag bald eyes, hashtag fake fan, hashtag justice for the trees, hashtag ultimate betrayal to the trees. This is probably the one. Because this is an absurdly long hashtag. Let's get this trending. Just kidding. Hashtag death tree over Hyperion. Wow. I'm not even going to hit like on this. Absolutely. I love the trees, but come on, over Hyperion. Come on. I agree we need long-term goals, but yeah, it's hard to measure. Yeah. Totally. I would love to see... This, guys, man. Here's the thing about game development. I love games. You guys know I want to make my own game so bad. One day it'll happen. I don't know that you know, being involved on an established game team, I don't know that was ever like gonna be the best fit for me. Or you know, Kabam or whoever. But God, there's so much that could be learned probably, you know? Because I'd be so interested in just trying to understand that stuff. Even if it, for what I was trying to do, wouldn't matter as much. But that stuff is so interesting. All right, anyway. Let's see. Martin T, thank you very much for the loony. Saying this 4th of July was the first time I didn't indulge. The special sales used to be just a couple $100s, but slowly or not so slowly grew into thousands. Very true. Being as competitive as I am and being in top 5 alliances across all game modes just became too much for the enjoyment it brought compared to the price tag. Yeah, I hear that, dude. I totally get it. There's always like a certain price that's too much, right? For some people, you know, $100 was already too much. But at least a lot of the people I played with, they were like, okay, $300 twice a year. It's a lot, it's steep, but compared to other hobbies, at the end of the day, for how much I enjoy this and you know, being involved with the community and all that, okay. Can swallow that pill. But yeah, you're right. Eventually, even if $300 a couple times a year was okay, it was justifiable. Yeah, everybody hits that price point where suddenly it's not. Obviously, it's a choice, and you don't have to, and people can still just spend $300 or no dollars or $3,000 or whatever you want to spend. So, but I understand your perspective is what I'm getting at. Let's see here. Brakovic. Thank you very much for the buck as well. Saying, BG, one of the best evolutions in fighting MCOC had was boss fights like the Grandmaster, and the 8.0 final bosses were great and required something more of you. I want more of that versus annoying nodes. Those boss fights are great. I love those too. Here's a little bit of insight though. And I can't say... don't know exactly how long and how much effort was required to make those fights, but I do know when talking to Broccoli in the past that when he designed the Grandmaster, it's basically like designing a champion that is playable. Like that's the level of work that goes into it. I'm sure some instances are a little bit more or a little bit less or something. So again, I don't know the exact comparison. If I'm just to throw out a number, let's say it took like 1,000 hours to make a champ. I don't know if like a boss takes 900 instead of 1,000 or something, right? But they're like reasonably close to one another, and I think that's why there's only so many of those that Kabam can pump out. And honestly, if they pumped out too many of those, that wouldn't be good either. It feels pretty good having them just be at the end of the chapters. I don't know that. Well,
the man loves beans.
Yeah, having them be at the end of chapters and then at the end of special quests too, like Necropolis. Oh, it feels kind of good to me. I hope Kabam never stops doing that. I'd be pretty sad. But yeah. Let me see here. Bald Cap's investigation unit. Oh my god. Bald Cap's investigation unit sent over $2. Saying, we've got some words, not from Messiah. Why do I suddenly feel like this is from Messiah? That the Bald Cap business you claim you run has no records and non-existent. Explain yourself, please. I don't know that I need to explain myself any further than just looking in the description. Guys, why? Why are these claims even being made? It's so easy. The number of testimonials. Look! Look at this! Use your eyes and gaze upon the dome, man! It's right here! What more proof do you want? Bald Cap's investigation unit, thank you very much for the 2. Definitely not Messiah, although I question. Martin T, thank you for the Looney as well, saying it felt like a job that I was ending up paying to be at. Ooh, that's not a good feeling. Again, though, I still love the game, but I'm definitely enjoying the casual approach. Yeah, I hear you. Martin, I would say this too, because, dude, I've played other games like that as well. You take a break from them, you come back, dude. Feels real good again. Not brand new, but it feels like, yeah, I don't know, man. You're just kind of stepping back into something that you truly enjoy versus just, you know, coasting along the burnout feeling. Like right now, I'm not playing World of Warcraft. I was playing Season of Discovery. They just came out with the 4th phase of it. They were kind of breaking things down in different phases. I quit very shortly after the 3rd phase because I feel like I had my fix and some of the decisions they were making weren't that good, right? But, dude, I'm going to play that game again. You know, I'm just not playing it right now. And that's okay. And who knows? You might find yourself one day being like, dude, I just really want to get back in MCOC. Competitively, not competitive, whatever you decide to do, you know. All right, that should be a wrap. Cool. Looking forward to a return. Always love this game. Yeah. Let it happen when it's ready. It's time for you. In some ways, our custom boss battles are more resource intensive than a new champion because they need both a champion designer and a quest designer. Oh, okay. And of course, all the art, QA, playtesting, etc. Yeah. Interesting. I hadn't thought about the needs of a quest designer too. Okay. I think, by the way, I think Grandmaster is still my favorite, but I think I've enjoyed every single unique boss encounter that Kabam's ever done. I'm trying to think if there's one that I haven't enjoyed, and I don't think that's the case. Is there an easy way to see them? Like they don't all show up here, do they? No, that's right, because these are just for the specific titles. Dude, that'd be cool to put together like a little infographic style. I almost want to revisit the boss fights, and I'm not one to make tier lists usually, but it'd be fun to kind of make a tier list out of it, just to say like what are the ones I enjoyed the most. I'm not gonna do that though. As I was saying those words, I'm like, nah. It'd be fun if I didn't have to put that effort in to go back into those fights again. Maybe after the next new account run or something like that. I keep telling you, BG, you don't have to call me master. Okay, dude. Real funny, Gran. Real funny. I'm not gonna make you take a lap, but put out the damn cigar, man. I'm sorry, that's worse than telling you to take a lap, I'm sure. I love relics, but the current ones took too many resources to make, so we have to figure out how to make interesting relics without them taking so much time from our champion designers. Is that what's holding up relics, Crash? I was kind of curious about that. I wanted to ask, but I never really found the right moment to ask. Because it's been quite a while since we've gotten new relics. Interesting. Okay, what's the boss for this place? Okay, doesn't look like anything special. What's the class node? Oh, skill attacker. I mean, I'll throw in a skill champ, but I don't know how much I'll use him. We'll see. That is what's holding up relics. I think it's fair to say they're growing on the community, but the way we were making them wasn't sustainable. I see. Interesting. Because, yeah, man, all I could do was kind of speculate and try to figure out, like, man, what would they change about relics if they're not, like, not working for the game or something? Or what could possibly be, you know, preventing Kabam from you know, making more of them? But, okay, that makes sense. That does make sense. Okay, I think, yeah, I'm just going to use Kingpin. I'm also going to put Sunspot on the team. Oh, the Death Tree. I didn't even use him. Oh, I'm so sorry, Mr. Tree. I didn't even use I-Bomb, did I? Ah, jeez. Not even using these champs, you guys. Alright, let's roll. I probably should have just put, like, Hood on the team or something, too. To give that synergy with Kingpin. You know, that's kind of another thing is, man, I used to really look forward to Synergies. I don't really care about Synergies anymore. I should have brought that up with the whole Battleground discussion. Because, yeah, it feels like that part of the game is sort of missing as well. Synergy still exists. But, dude, the level of... like, when a new champion came out, I used to look at every single new champion, but the first thing I would do is I would scroll down. Oh, it's in Blackwell? I'm not too worried. I would just scroll down to the Synergies, because it was a lot easier to comprehend just at a glance, to be like, okay, I already know how all the other champs in the game operate. What are these Synergies going to do to enhance those ones, rather than trying to break down the entire kit? And then that would be sort of like a gateway into getting into the champion, you know? Because I'd be like, oh, dude, they got this really cool synergy. with this other champ that I like, but I don't usually play because they're not strong enough. But now that they have the synergy, maybe they'll be strong enough. Well, let me see if the rest of the champ's good, because then I can maybe try to get them in the arena. And if I get them in the arena and they're actually good, I'll rank them up not just for synergies, but, you know, synergies will be the bone. Like, all that is just gone. It just evaporated overnight. Maybe not overnight. It was a slow process. Overnight's a little much. Yeah, same, I like synergies. Now I don't even check. Yeah. Yeah. Whoops. Didn't really mean to push her to a special 2. It's okay, though. I'll just block it. Actually tried to dex the last part. Didn't get it off. And now I'm gonna feed her with energy attacks. Whatever. Okay, I don't know why you threw that. Sure. Let's see if I go to a special 3. Am I even gonna need to? Nah. I wonder what's the last synergy that got added that I really cared about. There are some that are newer that are really powerful and impactful. Like, I would say arguably the most impactful synergy in recent times was probably some of you already know where I'm going with this, pulling up Chavez. But well, okay, this fight's gonna take too long. I guess I'll just say it. With Kate in Necropolis. I'm trying to think of other content that really benefited a lot from synergies. War does. Those of you that are into Alliance War at the moment, do you guys utilize synergies much? Dude, even Raids doesn't utilize synergies. It's crazy. Okay, check this out. No synergies in Battlegrounds. No synergies in Raids. No synergies in the, you know, Summer of Pain, Eternal Pain, that style of content. Where the hell do you use synergies now? This is crazy. PGA, do you like Onslaught? Hate him. I mean, he's super powerful, so I hope I get him. And if I got him, I would rank him up and play him all the time. But I hate him. He's so damn strong. Bushido Brown, thank you very much for the pound and the winky face. Saying, worst edition MCOC, BG and his fake bald caps. Okay. Okay, dude, you know what? I'd expect this from Abby Doe. Not from you, Bushido Brown. Not from you. This synergy with Kate is the one I'm talking about, if you don't know. The max stack limit of all trick arrows is increased by 1. I would say, as a result of synergies not really being a thing, pre-fights, they're still a thing, but even their value is, from my perspective at least, it's been reduced. It's not always the case. Some pre-fights are available to use in Battlegrounds or Raids or any of these modes. But yeah, I don't know. Like some of the more support style synergies, like Odin, not quite as useful. Odin, as far as I know, is probably still bugged as well too. At least I think there's a bug there. Okay, dude, it's a long ass falter. It feels like the damage reduction cap does not work on Odin. I don't know for sure if it's a bug or not, but it feels like that never actually worked. I don't know. That is another long ass fault. Okay, all right. I'm starting to realize why I was using Kingpin in the first place. Maybe it's time to go back to Kingpin. EG Patriot has some excellent synergies. One of them for White Tiger. What? Also, this falter's going to come in and prevent me from finishing this fight, isn't it? Nope. Never mind. Really? For White Tiger, you say? Well, let's go take a little detour. What is Patriot even? Well, let me just do this, I guess. He's not tech, is he? My God. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, H. Skill. Okay. Yeah, I didn't even know what he was. Okay. Let's see. Oh, speaking of Kate. Well, let's just read Kate's side of it because I don't know what Patriot's abilities are yet. Intercepting the opponent with a medium attack pauses trick arrow effects for 2 seconds. This cannot happen again until Kate lands a heavy attack. Okay. Let's see. Falcon personal bleeds are paused during heavy attacks and special attack 1. It's nice, I suppose, but do you really want to be doing heavy attacks with Falcon? It'd be kind of nice if they were paused some other way. The only time you want to do heavy attacks is when a node requires it, I think. Unless I'm forgetting something about Falcon. Because otherwise, you're just going to generate less power by doing heavy attacks. And I feel like, is it actually a DPS loss to do heavy attack? I mean, yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's nice that it's paused during special 1, too. Maybe the heavy is just a bonus. All right, let me see here. Captain America intercepting the opponent grants a personal bulwark buff without consuming or requiring an armor up. Okay. That seems pretty good. I can't remember exactly how Cap Falcon works, but that seems pretty good for him. Vision generates solar energy more quickly when striking with light or medium attacks. Crud, I also don't exactly remember how important that is for Vision. White Tiger activating a striker pauses personal precision passive for 6 seconds. Six seconds is a good amount of time. Here's my issue with this, though. Normally, you want to do a 5-hit combo into striker, especially if you're using a champion that has some power control where you're not too worried about pushing the opponent to a special 3. So sometimes when you dash in and do a 5-hit combo with White Tiger, which is required, you have to dash in order to get the precision passive. Sometimes doing that full 5-hit combo, you're like 1 or 2 frames short of still having that precision. Sometimes you can only do 4 hits, and like the 5th hit will be too much. I don't know why that is. Maybe it has to do with the dash distance. I kind of wish the precision was paused while the dash animation was happening and didn't start to go away until contact was made. But yeah, I mean, this is still kind of cool because you could still do something like 4-hit striker and then do another combo, like a full combo and special. But then also the other part of it is that strikers, they kind of allow you to stun the opponent long enough to dash out and dash back in to just gain that precision passive again anyway. So how important is this actually? It's a nice bonus, but I would probably play without it 99 out of 100 times. Okay, knocking down the opponent grants a non-stacking plus 100 cruelty buff for 6 seconds. That's kind of interesting just because it's a buff. The fact that it's a buff and not passive, that could be useful in some situations. And then some attack and health. Okay. It's fun kind of looking at these synergies again. But, yeah. Don't know how much they'll actually come into play. Okay, back to Kingpin. A lot of these synergies improve the flow of champs. Kate, Sam, Viv, they solve a playstyle problem, annoyance. Okay. Say playstyle problem / annoyance. Okay. which in some Synergies in 2024? Abido, that's kind of what we were talking about, is that synergies, they're not really important anymore. So just going back to that idea though, solving a playstyle problem / annoyance, should that be what synergies are? Should that be the goal of synergies? I guess it's up to the designer. But I think back to the synergy with Infinity Man and Stealth Spidey, I think it is, where it kind of makes Infinity Man a playable champion. And I like a champ to be play. Like if there's like a design flaw with the base champ, I'd rather that just be changed, and then a synergy, you know, buff something else up a little bit. But also sometimes you want a design design problems might not even be the right terminology. How should I put this? Sometimes I guess you don't want things to be perfectly smooth. Which is odd to say, because that's always the most fun champs for me, is when champs are really smooth to play. It feels like their kit is well put together, well designed, just feels good. But then there should be other champs that are like more difficult to pull off their mechanics. And yeah, adding a synergy to kind of make that a little bit easier, that's probably fine. That's probably a good thing. Because then you still have that difference of like, okay, well, everyone can play this champ, but only certain people could play this champ without needing the synergy, and that's like, dude, you're at your next level if you could do that, and that's really cool. So, yeah, I guess there's room for both for sure. There's definitely room for both. How many points are we getting in SOS? I'm 9 points short from the final solo rewards. I don't know, but Zafar says 8 if you're Valiant. Oh, Sanskrit also says 8. Okay, I'm gonna trust. It's 8. It's a really good point, but I don't see Sam or Viv getting a buff anytime soon. A quick synergy can make a champ feel a lot better. That's true. That is true. Issue, one question, if you would indulge me before I have to go. Crash, hit me with it, buddy. Now that it's been in game for a bit, what are your thoughts on the daily super event? Oh. Terrible. No, I'm just kidding. I like the daily super event. I like it a lot. Crashed. Let me put it this way. 4th of July. It was out during the 4th of July, right? It was either 4th of July or it was a different night. I'm not sure. But it was one of the days where I had to, like, you know, I could only play in the morning. So I did, like, an early stream. And maybe I didn't qualify enough points in the daily super event because I didn't win enough battleground matches or something like that. I don't know what the case was. But I was out and I was like, dude, I want the Sig Stone. I want the 7-star Sig Stone from the event. And it's not going to be that hard to finish up getting the points. I could just auto fight a few fights left to kind of qualify and get the, you know, the remaining points necessary. And I did that. I logged in and just auto fought, you know, some fights. Because I still wasn't really in a place where I was like, oh, hang on, everybody that I'm currently with. Actually, I'd like to just be alone while I play this video game, full focus or something. No, but I just, like, you know, took out my phone and I just auto fought a little bit. And it was something that got me to log into the game, whereas normally I wouldn't do that. If it was the event quest completion, you really think while fireworks are going off, I'm like, actually I feel like hitting the EQ, or the arena event, or even level up. I'm like, no, I'll just level up champs later. It's okay. It's going to take a bit too much effort right now. So I kind of like that. Yeah, it's progression that is always there. It's steady. It's not something that changes day to day. Although that was kind of fun that it changed every day. But still, pros and cons to both, right? And yeah, I don't know. Just the fact that it got me to log in when I otherwise wouldn't. I think that says a lot, at least from my perspective. I don't know what the data's showing on your end, but yeah. And overall, I like it. I would say if I had to give feedback on something that I want to change, I would say the amount. Listen, I love that you guys have really given players agency, like being able to choose the rewards to get. This selector, perfect. Absolutely flawless. This selector is a problem. There's a selector in a selector, and if you take this selector that's in the selector, well, then you have to select 3 more times. It's so much selecting. And if you do, if you approach the game the way that I do, where you're kind of just accruing rewards, and then you go in and do like a mass collection of them, dude, the number of selectors, it is crazy. Yeah, I'm not really. I think tone down the number of selectors. I'm assuming the only reason that there's a triple selector for one of the selectors is just because you guys wanted to make it 15% and you probably didn't want to create a new 15% selector, so it was just easier to do a selector of this size times 3. But from a gameplay perspective, it's a bit annoying. I will say I did still miss I missed one day for sure. And the next day I was like, I forgot to get the daily super event done. And I there might have been 2 days though, too. It was one day for sure, maybe 2 days. But each time I was like, dang, I should have, it made me want to log in. So, yeah, that's my perspective. I know some people have brought up how level up doesn't feel as impactful and maybe points should be adjusted there or something. I don't know. Otherwise, I think it's really good. And I hope it's here to stay. Crashed, if you're heading out, which I guess I'm going to be heading out here myself. Dude, always appreciate having you in here. Just the fact that developers care enough about the game to hear opinions from players and engage and share some info, a little bit of insight from your guys' end. Always appreciated. So yeah, thank you for hanging out tonight. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna finish up this path, and then I'm also gonna head out, you guys. So Abby Doe, if you're firing up a stream, do it now, buddy. Your perspective on selectors is ass. Don't F this up for the rest of us, Brian. Whoa, dude, I'm not saying take away selectors. Also, I'm just now realizing this is the boss, and I should probably pay attention slightly more. Maybe I should have used someone else. Oh god. It's okay. But I'm not saying take away the selectors. I'm just saying there doesn't need to be selectors upon selectors of select. Like there's a level. Only 3 in like if you complete one event, you shouldn't have to select something 4 times. Because that's what's going on right now. If I take that one. I'm making the original selection and then choosing 3 more times. Not tonight. I need a break before the all ball challenge tomorrow. Oh, it's going to be tomorrow, huh? Also, don't bait the special 2 out of this guy. I'd rather eat a special frickin' 3. That was silly. Please don't make that event permanent. You don't like it, Prince? The one thing we did lose in the super event that we had some of, at least, in the daily stuff was relic materials and ISO. I did hear that gold is down quite a bit as well. So, you know, I'm not saying it's perfect for everybody for sure, but I like the event overall. It's 3x 5% selectors, so you kind of have to select it 3x. Yeah, but it's a 4x selector really, because you're making the initial selector to select the 3x. It's so much better having the super event. Not even close, IMO. Oh, I hate to agree with Simon. Which means I'm not going to take away the super event. Eliminate it. BG, you leaving MCOC? No. I'm just heading out for the night. But I'm still having fun with MCOC. Oh, that's right. I was about to pull up Abido's stream, but he's not streaming, he just said. Okay. Well, you guys, it is gonna be time for me to go, though. You remember your first 3 mods? First 3? One of them changed their name. Used to be Shovel something. I know what and they changed their name to like Chicken something or whatever. I think the other 2 might have been Alliance mates. I don't know. First 3 mods. That was a long time ago. There's been many blue names since. Okay though, you guys. Yeah, I gotta go for sure. It's pretty late. I should have ended the stream 15 minutes ago, probably. But before I go, shout out to Static for being tonight's biggest T. Wait a minute. Martin T with a last minute loony. Saying, I don't know if you ever watched Seinfeld. You should say Simon like Newman. That was a bad impression. But yeah, I've seen most episodes of Seinfeld, probably. I haven't seen that show in I don't know how long. I've only ever watched it on TV, which should tell you it's been a long time because, well, I haven't had cable TV and I don't know. For a while I didn't have a TV period. So, yeah. But that show, the reruns used to be every single day, like, I don't know, 2 different time blocks a day or something like that. It was hard to miss occasionally watching some Seinfeld. Okay. On that note, though, yeah, it really is time to go. Once again, thank you to Static, thank you to everyone else too. Appreciate you all. I've definitely put up more than $5. Rigged? I don't know what the loony conversion is. Plus, it might just not have updated this last loony, if that is the case. But I'm out of here. I will see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday. Yep. I'll see you guys tomorrow, normal time. Have a good night, everyone.